Coming to you live from Junction City. Sorry about missing the first game tonight. We were getting everything set up. Alongside me, Daniel Wood, I'm Brennan Cupp. Derek Rocket is still at work right now, so we're going to be missing him for the first little bit. Corn, I'm not sure where he's at, Wood.
He's in the house. He just decided not to come up here and help us out.
What a guy. I'll let you keep up with some of the names on the girls.
Stand-up guy.
We'll run the camera. Lady Dragons are much improved this year, Wood.
Much improved. I know they've already got 2 wins, and maybe more than that. I know kind of come out strong against some normally pretty competitive girl teams.
A lot of that plays the factor from the 2 girls from junior high last year.
Yeah, Moore and Flowers. You got
Moore and Flowers.
Freshman that's up here playing with the senior high. Went ahead and moved her up. It's good guard play between them 2 and Watson.
The only thing they're lacking, and Corn kind of pointed this out before he abandoned us, was kind of a lack of size.
Yeah, lack of size. I kind of had that a little bit more last year. I mean, should have some on the bench right there, but as far as the starting 5, it's definitely a quicker pace, smaller lineup.
Guard play should be
top tier.
Top tier. And that's going to be Moore that brings it up. You got Bria Watson and Carla Castilla back from last year.
Moore with a good shot, gets the foul. She's going to go to the free throw line. I was really impressed with Moore last year.
Big shout out to Kyle Sellers. He come and helped set all this up. Well, he did set it all up, I'll be honest with you. He told me what to hand him, and I would get that right half the time. Kalisha Shaw, the other starter for these senior Dragons, Lady Dragons. Yeah, Moore was impressive. She kind of made things go last year for that junior high group. And then, of course, Flowers.
The freshman that moved up. Go Watson right there, kind of go down the paint, going to pick up the foul.
Bria Watson picks it up.
Looks like number 4 is going to be coming in. That's going to be Williams for the Dragons.
Well, that was Watson's second already, Dewood.
That's a big foul. Williams already coming in battling for rebounds right there. Flowers going to pull it up. She's going to drive all the way in.
Nice.
Solid
the freshman.
That's one thing you see about her. She's been able to play big. She's a good shooter. She can dribble, drive, and all that. She's just got to keep her composure sometimes.
Right. Absolutely. And that's what pretty much say that with all young players. Lack of size is hurting the Lady Dragons. They're going to have to box out well in this game.
Williams going to get the rebound up to Moore. Moore coming across the timeline, Brennan. That's what I like to call it.
Oh, yeah.
Castillo, last year, she didn't really shoot the 3 as much as I'd like to see when she had some open shots. She's kind of hesitant last year.
She's your hustle player. Like I said, I would like to see her shoot more shots as well, D-Wood. She's a good shooter. It's 5-4 Lady Hermits here. About 1:40 in. George Williams, just ridiculous, D-Wood.
Yeah, George, he's just, I
tried to argue with us about what time it started after we talked to him yesterday.
We told him 5 o'clock. He's really he's all around just not a good person. I don't know why we associate with him.
I don't know. But he will have camera duty when he does arrive.
No, he will.
It's taken away from my play-by-play here. Carla.
There we go. Talked about it. Carla.
A little strong.
A little back arm rims out, but still like to see her take more of those. Already got 4 fouls right now, and that's going to be free throws. 2 shots the rest of the quarter.
It's Moore looking to Euro around, kind of got her feet
Hermitage out here sporting the Jordan unis.
I like it. Haven't seen Hermitage in a while.
Buddy, yeah. I forget the school exists. Last time I remember hearing anything about them was when Monte Thomas was running around on the football field, and then he went to Hampton. So
Special player. That was Flowers up and in. Did Monte ever go play any college ball anywhere, dude?
I'm not sure. He's been playing some. Played him in a co-ed softball tournament this last summer.
Good pass. Freshman to sophomore, Flowers to Moore. Puts the Lady Dragons up 8-5. We'll step away. .455 left here in the first quarter.
8-5 ball game. Well, 4-0 run for the Lady Dragons.
Flowers thought Moore had that and vice versa. Nice. 10-5 Lady Dragons. D-Wood, you got dibs on camera next game if George doesn't come.
Do what?
So you got dibs on camera next game if George don't come.
Where's Derek?
Oh, I don't know. Here we go.
I guess, Brennan. Oh. Last time I did camera, it wasn't very good showing.
This you can't mess this up. I mean, I guess you could, but.
No, trust me, I'll find a way.
Moore looking to drive. Fight for the rebound. That should be
They're going to tie it up. It's going to be Dragons' possession.
A little strong by Flowers.
That's 2 times already. Castillo's got out in the passing lanes like that. Another tie up. Good pass ahead right there by Flowers Moore.
Gonna finish that.
That's the thing. They're going to be able to get out and run a little bit better than they have the last few years.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, guard play really stands out. You're going to add Watson to that group as well.
And Castillo again getting out in the passing lanes. Just 3 times she's already done that. Reads the pass as well. Good trap. Just Flowers kind of knocked it a little bit loose for Moore could get over there. Shooter shoot. Brendan, I'd like some input by you also in this game, if you don't mind. I feel like I'm talking to myself.
Good looking shot there by Flowers.
Oh, man.
Trying to figure out this static, man. It's driving me insane.
Call.
I didn't see it, but yeah. It's going to bring 23 into the ball game, D-Wood.
Well, pretty sure I know who that is, but I'm just going to look anyway. Yeah, it's Henry.
Be honest with you, D-Wood, it just didn't feel right yet.
No, we shouldn't. Just be getting ready for a football game this Friday.
Flowers is wanting to hit Moore there. Moore was definitely not expecting the basketball. Down to about 2 minutes to go. Good hands.
Moore.
Finish it up, D-Wood. Call it up.
With the layup.
Everything but dunked it. The 2 underclassmen.
Number 20 getting ready to come in for the Lady Dragons. That's going to be Stewart, Taylor Stewart.
It's going to give an open look.
He's already hit 1 3 from out there. Going to get the foul on Flowers right there. Kind of bailed her out.
Yeah, she was out of control. That's 7 fouls already just here in the first quarter, D-Wood.
That's a lot. That's a lot, Brennan.
Yeah. I see a kid over there in an Alabama shirt. That kid's a smart young man. Not sure who he is, but
I think you know who he is. Might see him in a Dragon uniform at some point.
yeah, I mean, it's just a 5-point game here. Fouls could play a factor. It's a deep Lady Dragon bench, but.
So that's a good rebound right there by Liz Williams.
Good slip there by Moore. Just didn't finish it.
Easy. Don't need to pick up another foul right there. I'll tell you what, another thing about this Lady Dragons team, the bench is definitely longer. And it's a little bit more fundamentally sound right here. You see like Henry over here doing a good job up front, number 24 for Hermitage. I mean, that's good fundamental defense right there, doing the front side, not getting caught behind on a post-up.
Small stuff like that, D-Wood, small stuff. And it makes a difference.
Things like that make a big difference. You're right. There goes Corn.
I was about to say, there's Corn.
Walking across up here, just not over here with us. It's okay, Corn.
Got a good zoom in on him.
So you got number 10 coming in. That is Evans.
That's Evans.
Jordan Evans.
Sophomore.
It's another one off the junior high squad that was played big dividends, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
More money on the second.
Just money all the time, Brennan.
16-9.
I got a feeling she's going to put up quite a few points these 3 years.
Good to see the junior high girl, which we were setting up for the most part. They got to win tonight. In Hermitage, they play a lot of basketball over there.
That's on the line. Foot was on the line. It shouldn't have been a 3 if it was. Evans going to bring it up.
It's just basketball and baseball, isn't it? Softball?
I don't know if they still do 8-man football.
Oh, I wasn't sure if they did.
I don't know. They're one of the top 8-man football teams for a little while there. Don't foul. Good defense.
Good defense by Evans.
Defense. Good defense.
Strong and what was it, Midland or something like that play?
Yeah, they're going to be the 8-man state championship. I don't know what night they play.
I've never watched an 8-man football game, man. I don't.
I've watched some highlights of it. I think I watched like last year's championship game, but it's kind of.
She's got to put that up. That's not going to get it off.
Well, she got it off, Brennan.
She wasn't getting it off. 16-9. Lady Dragons had the advantage after one.
Big miss.
One. Back here for some second quarter action. Yeah, here comes Corn D. Wood.
Don't let him up here.
He just looked at me and said, I'm coming. Look at him.
Foot on line. That's going to be Dragon's ball.
You want me not to cut his mic on, make him think it's on?
He didn't say much anyway, especially during these games. Kind of likes to focus.
I like that. We will not have Corn for the boys basketball this year. He is helping Coach Larry and Coach Dixon.
I did not know that. You could have told me that. I'm sitting here talking trash about the guy.
I thought you knew that.
No, I didn't know that, Brennan. Now I feel terrible. Skip pass right there. Williams gets her hand on it. Four's going to shoot it. Toe on the line again.
In and out. Seven-point advantage here for the Lady Dragons.
Hammer dribble drive right there. Going to put it up.
Strong.
A little strong. Back iron.
That's where I'd be working if I was the Lady Hermits.
Yeah, get it in there as much as possible. Just got to finish right there if you're the Lady Hermits. Good rebound by Henry.
No need to rush.
None whatsoever. What up, Corn?
I'll turn your mic on in just a minute, Corn.
Henry with the pull. Ooh,
Shot.
nice shot. Corn, does it feel like basketball season to you yet? Not yet. Doesn't feel like it to me either.
Good looking drive.
Yeah, Henry. That's a drive last time, kind of just a little bit strong, and then made a three and another drive right there. She's definitely improved since last year.
All right, Corn, turn yours on. You are live. Welcome, Corn. Welcome.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Nothing but net. Nothing but net, Corn. Nothing but net.
I've called Dominique Grimes out for 2 years on the court. Still have not seen him. But, Corn, I did see your son.
Yeah.
And it was not pretty.
Yeah, I
Took
was
him to
here
school.
for it.
I heard it. You know, I got redemption for him. I'm waiting on you.
Anytime. We can pause the game right now.
You might as well go down there at half. Ain't nobody going to stop y'all.
The boys, man, the boys.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll let y'all get out there and do a little one-on-one real quick.
D-Wood didn't know that you were helping the boys this year, Corn.
I did not, Corn.
He's been up here dogging you pretty good.
In practices. I didn't know you were going to
I
be
mean,
down there.
I talked to Brennan. You should have came to the scrimmage when they played Farmersville.
Well, you know, I work.
Okay, that's a good excuse.
I work. When I'm at work, I'm at work for 48 hours straight. So it's kind of.
Here we go.
I ain't got that seasonal work like Brennan over here. He's done working now that the summer's gone.
I wish. That's why I stay sick this time of year. Ain't nothing but dust out there right now.
But yeah, I get the privilege of sitting on the bench, helping them out. You know,
Got to coach up the big.
Coach Larry makes that easy though, doesn't he?
He does.
Corn.
He does.
Coach Larry, he's
a great all-around guy.
He's a great guy, and honestly, he might be like the best coach on this entire campus right now. Just all around. Guy really lives and breathes basketball.
He does. You can't tell it while watching him from the stands, but you get in his practices and you see how he coaches. Man, you can.
It shows.
It shows big time.
Like his demeanor and all that, it's kind of, I don't know, the way he'll get on him and all that, but there's his body language and all that. He ain't just like, I don't know, it's in your face, but man,
it's firm.
It is.
And he's going to have the players' attention, and that's what you really got to have. Corn, talk to us a little bit about the boys this year, man. It's a lot of new faces. You lost
good defense by Williams.
70% of your scoring from last year.
Yeah, they lost a lot of scoring. You know, with Montre and
Dion.
Dion.
Expect Shanka to have a monster role in the scoring department.
Yeah, he's going to have to step up and do a lot of scoring.
And Taylor Owens is going to have to pick it up.
And, you know, it hurts him because he has to play the point guard position.
Taylor or
no,
Shanka?
Shanka. He has to play the point guard position. So, I mean, yeah, he's going to have the ball in his hand a lot, but it's going to be tough for him to try to bring the ball down the court and then come down and, you know, run an offense and get a shot up or whatever. But,
yeah,
you know, as of right now, he's handling it.
Who else is our predominant ball handler other than?
Other than Shanka, you're going to have Taylor Owens. You know, he's going to have to help bring the ball down. He also uses CJ.
CJ, big year. This could be a big year for CJ.
This going to have to be a big year for him, man. I mean, in practice, man, he gives it everything he got. In the game, he gives it everything he got.
This is his sport.
This is it.
What about Clemens? I know you've only got to see him a day.
I've only seen him one time, and, you know, that was Sunday.
Watch the AU film, man. He could go. Very good defense.
He's going to be very quick on defense. He can score the ball, and he's just not afraid to go in and attack the basket.
More good steal.
Well, Larry loves that.
Like I said, he loves that big time.
You also got – we haven't had size in a long time.
No, and we got some this year, man.
We got a lot of size. The sophomore sitting
at – Duff.
What is he, 6'5", 6'6"?
About 6'5".
6'5"?
and he's gonna be looked upon to carry the load down low.
And then he also got Tolles back.
Yeah, Jamarian Tolles.
DK Hampton coming
DeCarlin.
Actually, he's going to have him on the wing mostly.
Going to have DeCarlin on the wing.
Yeah.
I don't remember DK from basketball last year.
I really don't either.
So, I mean, I don't really know what to expect with him. It's going to take a lot of them, but they have had one practice. So, don't expect too much tonight. And tomorrow night, they have Dermott in that Fordyce tournament. You're going to find out a lot quick.
Right, real quick.
I think they're kind of stepping in, replacing Fordyce in that tournament. So Fordyce is still playing football right now.
Yeah. I hate what happened to Ellison, man. That was
dirty hit.
Dirty hit.
That reminds me a lot of that back in 2003, that shot that TJ Thurkill took on the kickoff.
Right.
It's just a blatant, just dirty hit going for the knee.
Yep. Was not a fan of that. I really enjoyed watching Ellison's game, other than the little scrimmage game when they played Junction this year. But, yeah, I enjoyed watching that kid. Heard a lot about him last year. We thought he was 30 in the junior high game last year.
He came out here, found out he was just in 8th grade, too.
Wow.
Started hearing about him on the football field from a good friend Tommy Tidwell. And, yeah, that kid has a bright future, man, and to see it taken that way this year, didn't like it.
You know, I'm late. What happened?
Cheap shot.
He had rolled out to his left and had delivered the ball, and the guy from Jessieville just dove straight at his knee. Wow.
Shot.
Took him out. It was
I'll show you the video, Corn.
It was a blatant cheap shot.
Like I said, that kid, he's a freshman. He's good. And Fordyce team, I'm not taking nothing away from them. They're still good without him. But
I mean,
he was a big part.
Big part of their passing game. It's probably going to affect them a good bit on that area.
Yeah, I mean, they have athletes all over the field. They're going to be fine.
Defense is going to be
got Bismarck this week.
Bismarck been #1 ever since they took down Prescott early in the year.
Flowers looking to drive. Good pass. Watson blew the layup.
Got to make that. That's good ball movement right there by the sophomore and freshman. Got to make that.
2:57 left here in the half.
I tell you what, man, these girls look a whole lot.
It's a whole lot different vibe this year.
A whole lot different. It's a lot more get up and go to them also.
We're back here, 2:57 left in the half. Lady Dragons 24, Lady Hermits 11.
We got big news, Brendan. Timberlane Meat Market's closing.
Oh, wow. Speaking of newcomers, there's your son, Corn. Jabari.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The one that absolutely got worked over by me.
Like I said,
wall of
I
honor.
have redemption for him.
Can you shoot, Corn?
He's getting old, D-Wood.
Them hips are going to get old.
Like they say, don't let the gray hair fool you now.
Yeah, we're going. When we see you walk, though.
Good steal by Flowers.
That was a cheap shot. That was cheap. It hurt a little bit. But hey.
You still ain't showed up to Mount Union with us.
Yeah, Corn.
I don't know when y'all out there, man. Y'all have to let me know.
We got to swap it up. Oh, good down low move.
We got to get another big
I'm gonna
out
have
there.
to give y'all my number so y'all can let me know when y'all there.
Sounds good to me. We're going to try to go to Dermott tomorrow night. Dewood's not, but I'm going to try.
You're going to Dermott?
I mean,
Fordyce. I mean, I hope you're not going to Dermott.
Flowers. Pretty.
Tough.
Talented freshman. Like we talked about earlier, Corn, man. She's got it all.
She's got it, man. I talked to her, and I let her know, you got to stop getting frustrated when you don't get a call.
Emotions.
Or some don't go your way. And you got to just throw that to the side and go down and play defense and make up for it on the defensive end. As you take yourself out of your game
Yeah.
Because she get frustrated a lot.
Right.
And if she can control that, man,
She's going to be a good ball player.
She don't.
She already
sky
is.
The limit. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's the hardest part of an athlete's game is keeping your emotions in check.
Right.
When you're competitive. Minute 21 left here in the half. 26-15. 3 fouls apiece, which I got a scoreboard now. We had that in the state tournament, Ryan Allen senior year, and Kyle Sellers set it up for us today. Gets her feet set, back iron. Offensive board.
Shaw come down with a good rebound right there. Moore going to split the defenders. Almost got the roll.
It's going to be Hermit basketball.
She's crafty. She can find a
Moore.
way to get. Yeah, she can find a way to get inside.
Castilla.
Good pass ahead.
Good outlet.
That's the thing. Those two right there, they kind of just know the other one's going to be running down the floor. They look for each other as soon as they can.
They play well with each other.
And then you had a girl like Castilla that just
gets in the passing lane.
Exactly. And like you just talked about, fellas, there it is. They just know how each other's going to play.
Right.
Freshman and sophomore. Can't say that enough.
We said it last year, D. When we called a few of their games. You could see it.
Yeah.
She's going to step into a three. It's a good-looking
Nice
shot.
Right there. Moore.
Into the half. Moore. Nice. That's going to bring the half to a close. 32-18. Lady Dragons on top.
Y'all go ahead and get y'all's 1v1 in. And we're back for the second half.
Well,
that was a quick halftime.
I swear it was. George showed up. Derek showed up. Everybody showed up. All right, I got Derek brought on too.
Good to see you, Derek. Been a while.
Hey, glad to be here, buddy.
Wonder if we can get Gary on a basketball broadcast. Love his opinion from here and there.
You know,
good offensive.
Get it tied.
Honestly, I think I'd rather have Jeannie on here talking basketball than Gary. I wish George would, y'all should see him up here right now. Terrible mustache.
It is pretty bad.
Like, that's a good job right there.
That's what they should have been doing the whole time.
Well, it's just that was kind of the seal right there on the defensive side. Wasn't as good as it's been earlier in the game. That was a good job as front right there. Flowers again. I think she's kind of expecting contact. George again, just slamming stuff as he leaves. Big shot by Flowers. Ooh. Watson got in foul trouble early, had 2 fouls quick in the first quarter. She's missed a good bit of time.
$14-point advantage.
I tell you, this right here, this is more points than the Lady Dragons were scoring 3 games last year.
Another time Castilla jumps that pass.
Is that water good, Brennan?
Yeah.
My guy's thirsty up here.
You have no idea.
Flowers going to get the foul, going to go to the free throw line. Derek, you can talk down there.
Hey, it's your world, dog.
Are you playing football?
I'm playing retro ball.
Is that the one where you coach your own team or something like that?
Yeah, look.
Oh, geez. Bo Jackson style, huh, back in the day. Techno ball, whatever it was he was on.
Yeah, it's great.
Corn, what are you thinking so far, man? 15-point advantage here. I mean, like D-Wood said, man, we're able to kind of light the scoreboard up compared to recent years on the ladies.
I just like to see it. Just keep up this game plan. Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep attacking.
Maybe slow down just a hair.
Good board
Just a
right
hair.
there.
Yeah.
Shaw, good board and put back. She's going to get the foul, go to the line.
You're getting offensive rebounds. Gather yourself, go back up with it, draw the foul, go to the free throw line.
Playing well.
Playing real good.
Like I said, Corn, correct us if we're wrong, but they're 2-0 right now.
Double dribble.
They played 2 games and won both of them?
Yeah.
I've been watching Miss Evans live on Facebook a couple of those games.
Moore, wide open 3. A little strong. Shaw, another good rebound.
Offensive boards this third quarter.
Well, it seems like to me a lot of these girls you're watching, we've been watching them for a few years, and that's what it is. I mean, they're juniors and seniors out there instead of a team full of freshmen and sophomore, and juniors that's just kind of running the floor and just hustling.
Right.
And they understand the game a lot more, and they're taking care of the basketball. That's the biggest thing from what I've seen.
Other than the freshmen and sophomores on the floor right now.
Well, you know what? There's a couple that ain't. I mean, really, you can attribute it to coaching.
Corn, what are you doing?
Corn just left.
My headset just messed up.
He was referring to you, Corn.
Headset.
Yeah, I was referring to you, Corn.
Corn doesn't like any credit. He likes to.
Hey, what a humble guy. What a
hustle
humble
play
guy.
by Flowers. Colton Sellers is here too. My goodness.
What in the world is he
What a
doing
show
here?
out. I didn't know celebrities are going to be here tonight.
Word on the street, he's out baseball recruiting.
Right here, Coach.
What game did he make it with y'all at football?
A smack over, and he was throwing bullpen at halftime. He committed himself to about 3 more games, but backed out at the last minute.
Yeah, well,
Good hustle play by Flowers. Good heads-up play.
Kind of a hard foul right there. Look at Flowers.
A hustle by Coach Harrell over there.
Keep it here. I thought she may have been hurt.
Talk about Sellers. He couldn't play shortstop a couple games for us in men's league because of throwing them 80, 90 pitch bullpens for whatever reason. He stopped playing ball 2 or 3 years ago, but he's still doing that, I guess.
He was practicing with us, buddy. We're the 30 and over team.
He's
He's getting ready. He's 4 years out.
he probably throws a lot harder than what y'all see, though.
Yes. Yes. Still throws pretty firm.
I didn't like being at first baseman. He's throwing it across that short field.
Buddy, I don't like playing home, playing catcher when he's throwing.
But
God.
I legit saved a life this year. he threw one up the line, about took somebody out. Buddy. Whew.
I am not in a good mind to be catching 90-mile-an-hour balls coming across the infield.
Offensive rebounds, Corn, have really
They have
been in favor of the Dragons this quarter.
They have been active on the offensive board.
Considering the size advantage that the Hermitage
Right.
has.
And you wonder if Hermitage is getting a little winded. This Lady Dragon team, they push on offense and defense.
Well, they got a lot more. They got a lot
Guard
more depth,
heavy.
A lot more depth also. We played 8 to 9 people so far. 24, big shot. Just
Short.
above the iron, not to be an air ball. 18-point ball game.
4:25 left in the third.
Watson sets her feet, pulls it.
Brendan
Everything
G
but
is
the
listening to us. What do you think about him listening to us at home instead of supporting his brother? I mean,
It's kind of ridiculous.
G's already tried to get Brandon to come do his leaves for him.
The guy's literally sitting on his couch.
Sitting on his couch. He could have been doing it all day.
Turn around.
Let's turn around real quick. Great pass if you really look at it.
yeah.
Nobody was expecting that one.
I know one thing. We got to get this TV fixed for the camera.
Yeah,
This is not fun.
Yeah, looking at that small one.
You had
could
Flowers.
Can you not put the bigger one on there anyway if you don't want to do that?
I don't know.
It's probably too much.
What was that?
Situation?
She just kind of gave up on it, I guess.
Watson, I guess. I don't know what's that about.
It's Lady Dragon basketball.
That was very weird.
She's going to go out here, and Moore's going to knock this 3 down. Nope,
Castillo
Castillo.
inside.
She has been active on the offensive
She's got
board.
5 or 6
Yeah.
offensive boards this
And
quarter.
she's gotten into the passing lanes, knocked away about 4 or 5 already too. Like, here we go. We're having 3 come in right here. I believe that's going to be Williams, Henry, and maybe Stewart
Evans.
and Evans. Number 1, I can't get
That's
that.
Hunter, isn't it?
Hunter, maybe. Yeah, I'll look it up.
How
either
often
way.
has it been you see him sub all 5 at one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, not long at all.
Castillo misses them both. Another offensive board. It was Williams, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Evans is going to sub in for Carla. 16-point game, 3:41 left here in the third. Turnover by the Lady Dragons. We're going to take a timeout with them. 3:31 left here in the third. Lady Dragons up 16. So George came and he disappeared just as quick as he got here.
He's just, I don't know.
Have you seen him?
He probably went to go beat his son.
Serves him well.
So, yeah, that was a good job by Hunter right there, knocking that ball loose and off the Hermitage player.
Evans going to bring it up for the Lady Dragons.
See, Williams finds Henry right there, kind of making a good cut right there.
See if Evans knocks this down. A little bit rushed. It was a quick first half. This quarter right here is kind of dragging by a little bit.
Very much so.
Good hands. Evans out. And
that's one thing I say about Evans, too, is her ball handling has greatly improved this year.
Big time.
100%. Really could see the work, off-season work.
Going over the top. That was one thing. She didn't really have the confidence last year in junior high bringing it up and down the court. But
well, she didn't have to with Moore and Flowers, too, so that kind of.
But she's done a good job so far. She's always been there on the defensive end.
That was a
Knocked
pretty
down.
shot.
That's the girl that hit a couple earlier, wouldn't it, D-Wood?
Yep.
3. Just a 13-point ball game. Still a lot of clock.
Big
Splash
shot.
right
That's her
back.
second one by Henry.
Yep,
She can shoot the ball.
she can.
Yeah.
Exchanging
back.
threes.
Right back.
1:35 left on the third. Give it back to her out there in that corner.
Stewart knocked that loose. Or not that back out, not loose. It was already loose. I'd say this team already, I think they've had a couple 60-point ball games already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, they talk about offensive game has definitely picked up. Really ain't had a 60-point outing for the girls team since probably
In a minute.
that year we won regionals. Can't remember who all played on that team, but
It's been a while ago.
That was a good Lady Dragon team, though.
that was another one you kind of had. Was it Khadijah that was
I think Khadijah was your.
Yeah.
down low, and then you had some good guard play too, good speedy
Was that
guards.
with Michaela Fisher?
I think Fisher was one
Yeah,
of them.
that's right. And Rogers also, I believe.
Yeah.
There we go. We put our brains together. We start remembering players.
Under a minute to go here in the third. Oh.
That's good defense, just getting it a little too tight, a little too aggressive
Yeah,
for the
just
situation.
hold your hands up. You know, just keep your hands active and don't swing.
Hunter right there. Almost a good steal. Williams going to pick up the foul, but that's good defense right there.
Not giving them anything easy.
Size-wise.
Harold trying to get to the quarter before he brings the starters back in, I'm guessing. Just 30 seconds to go here in this one.
Giving them they got a nice little break.
Yeah, give them a good push to start the fourth and, put this one away early, Corn. You don't want to let the Lady Hermits hang around.
Right.
So if you're able to kind of keep the lead.
At about 10, you're okay.
Good, yeah.
Because you got it up to 18. And then kind of stalled.
That's a good pass and go right there by Evans. Good
There's
job
your girl.
finding her.
It's good.
Not a bad looking
Shot,
shot.
but it's still right on line with it.
Down to 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. This would be a big shot if the Lady Hermits can get it to go in. She's going to have the opportunity.
A little strong.
It's going to bring the quarter to a close. 41-31, Lady Dragons on top. Getting ready to start this fourth quarter, and just like we thought, the starters are back in for the Lady Dragons. Going to get a 5-second call to start the quarter here.
I'd like to see them get a little cushion, about 4 minutes to go, and then just bring the second group in.
Terrible
finish
footwork.
it out.
Terrible footwork by the official over there.
Yeah, she got to do better.
Second group did good at coming in and actually scoring some points. And they gave up a few, but they added to the
held their
lead.
own.
Yeah, and those minutes, those girls get to sit down and get a breather. As much as these Dragons run, it means something.
Absolutely. And you haven't got to see just a ton of Bria Watson picked up the 2 early fouls to start this one. A lot of contact, but she was definitely out of control. Still play your game. Play fast. Good step up there.
Well, it's the lack of size this Lady Dragons team has.
Offensive foul.
Yep.
They got a running gun,
If Carla's staying down, she's.
I was about to say,
yeah, she hit her head bounced off the floor.
We're going to step away just a second. Good to see Carla up.
Is that an egg roll?
What?
They got egg rolls at concession stand? I tell you, nothing really tops CJ. The play-by-play, I've seen him go up these stairs.
and then he denied it the whole time.
Yeah, completely just spilt the Dippin' Dots everywhere.
Cedric Jackson. Just a junior this year, I believe. But it's time for CJ to have a big year. I'm actually feeling a good year for CJ this year. Like I said, the Dragons lost a lot of their scoring with Dion and Lamontre.
Travel. So we played 11 to 12 people.
Yeah, we played
quite a few. Flowers.
a little short. Just 6:14 left in this one. I really am curious to where George went.
Better get back up here to run this camera.
He's right here.
Oh, snuck right underneath us.
I noticed his son had a black eye goose.
He's right beside him.
Yeah, he walked 3 kids in there. Practice the other day.
Goose just tried to get a little popcorn, and George swatted him. Poor Goose.
Honest to God, like he treats that kid so much worse than the others.
Up to 14. More to Flowers. Again, D-Wood, you pointed that out early. Either one of those girls, when one gets a steal, the other one's breaking out immediately.
They're already looking for him. They know what the other one's doing.
Good defense down low.
That's another good pass up by Shaw.
Flowers. Get that lead up to 16 again. 5:31 to go in the ball game.
Got a timeout here, Hermitage.
We'll take one with them.
It's going to be a full.
We're back here. 47-31.
I just spotted a stellar mohawk in the stands.
Where's it at? Nice.
Very nice. I'll tell you what's not nice, George's mustache. It is horrid.
He really, I don't.
Sellers was sporting a pretty good one.
Them Hey Dudes are.
Sellers really was. It's Christmas Hey Dudes.
Yeah.
This leads out to 20.
I saw him wearing them in June.
Lady Dragons.
Just really upping the pressure on this little press.
Whoa.
Spin move by
Okay.
Nice.
It's going to put it up to 22-point ball game.
Really.
Really,
Bria Watson comes away with the steal. Kicks it over to Flowers.
Very unselfish.
This is what you're going to be able to see.
24-point ball game.
Don't foul.
Moore does a pretty good job of that.
Yeah, she's
not fouling well. They're just really in the passing lane, sticking with their people. Flowers kind of loses it, passes ahead.
She stopped.
Reddick, yeah.
Last time before Flowers went to get that basketball, she was kind of coming down court, and Flowers just turned and shot her a pass, but she had stopped.
Number 33 coming in for the Lady Dragons. Get a name on her real quick.
Nima Jones.
Nima Jones.
So they're fixing to blow a whistle. You can see that one coming.
I think he's won a 30-second timeout over here, Coach Harrell.
We'll take one with him.
Huh.
And we're back here. Crowd going crazy.
You know, I mean, this music just does it for you. Juvenile.
A little too aggressive. Coach Harrell really pouring it on, leaving his two guards in, all three guards in. I love it.
He's trying to get to 60 again, Brennan.
He's done a good job this year, man.
Watson, good defense, just kind of getting in there and staying
Good
still.
ball movement.
Just flying around. You got one streaking out front. That's Flowers. More to Flowers. Flowers up, in. This is impressive, gentlemen.
I'd like to get the point totals for the sophomore and freshman. Henry, another one.
Flowers is a lot. Points. Good.
I want to know where the foul was. If she says body, I'll believe it. Up top, it was not.
I'll ask her.
George ought to. He ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah, George has got to do something.
He's on his phone.
There's a picture of a woman on his screensaver, and it was not his, it was not his wife.
I'm going to head to the stripe for two on that one. .22 getting ready. Harold brought her down here to get her checked in a minute.
I tried to get Henley to come out tonight, guys. She just wasn't.
She's not ready?
She's not ready.
What about Friday?
It's not happening Friday.
Not happening Friday?
No.
Are you?
No, I'm going to the state championship game.
You're the only one.
Good job by Moore.
She's keeping this one herself, boys. Flowers letting her hear it. Got another one. I'd like to know how many steals those two have.
Oh, a bunch. Just
Carla had 4 or 5 in
take
that first quarter. There's no sense of fouling her that late.
I mean, you like the effort trying to get in there defensively, but there really was no need.
Harrell sees they should get 60, 3:05 left, so he's going to go ahead and pull the rest of the starters. He's letting them know right now if they don't get it, it won't be again.
It's number 1, Hunter, 22 coming in.
You're gonna, no, Moore's going to check out. There you go.
So you got Zion Smith, and then who's the other one right there? 30. Clausen, Yasmin Clausen.
Shout out to Miss Carlock for sending us that pictures of the rosters.
Another one of Brennan's, I guess you're kind of her employee, I guess. I don't know how you really word that.
Yard carriers?
Yeah, sure. A little short on that three-point attempt.
Gonna get the foul and one.
Hunter just kind of got in there a little late, get the block.
Just a little late.
Very intense conversation going over there across the way from us, guys.
Yeah, nothing's being said, D-Wood.
George creeping your Facebook, Brendan.
What is he really?
No.
He's looking at Fearless Friday.
He's on Fearless Friday.
Oh, my gosh.
Get off of it, George.
Get on ASN like the rest of us do with names on it. We
George,
don't talk to people that don't
George
have names.
is the one
George,
that was talking crap
still,
to y'all.
He still posts on there, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't do the Fearless Friday stuff. I like people to know when I'm talking.
Dragon fan 1999.
Oh, I do know which one he is, but I ain't going to say it.
Yeah,
Oh, my God. Brendan can't stand Fearless Friday posters.
I want to know who those people are. And I found out who one of them is.
I used to be one of them, but then we just started not winning. And I didn't want to be the type of fair weather person to get off of there and then come back when we started winning.
So ASN it is for us.
Exactly.
We talk to Alan every day anyway. Like to shout out Alan every chance I get, man. What he does for these kids is, doesn't have a dog in the fight. You should thank him every chance you get.
Let's not get too carried away. He's all right.
Yeah, we do it just for Junction. We don't worry about nobody else.
Well, if my wife would let me, I probably would, but.
Yeah, I'd definitely be down. When I went to the Homer game last year, I felt like I was home.
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be going to Ruston. Friday
Ruston's
night.
got a bunch of players out, man.
Yeah, Ruston or Haynesville.
Yeah, but Haynesville's playing a 6-5 team.
Are they really?
Yes.
The semifinals?
Yeah, I don't think it's the semis yet.
It is.
They're like 6-5. Last week they played a team with a losing record.
Union's down there playing. They're playing St. James.
At home?
No, it's in St. James. It's the team they played in the state championship game last year.
The kid I was watching last year, the really good defensive player for Union's been playing running back for them this year, huh?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he racked up almost close to 200 tackles.
200 tackles last year. He was impressive.
Now he's toting the ball, number 1 for him. Can't remember his name.
I always see Taylor and share his stuff.
I'm guessing they're boys, but not close enough to get him up here.
I don't think Union would ever let that happen, they would.
No, they would not. Spatafor would have a conviction fit over that one. Well, JB coming up here. Looked like he got one of those sausage dogs. That's pretty tasty. I'm gonna have to go get one, Brennan.
I would zoom in on Banks, but we got a pivotal time at I'll zoom in on him.
Yeah, 21-point ball game right now.
Just get a good view of Banks. Remember this time, send it to him later, 209. Banks sporting the sausage dog.
And loafers. Nice comfy house shoes.
Hated to lose Banks at the end of the year, man.
Yeah, it'd been nice
Great
to have
kid.
him right there on that
Great
edge
player.
against Conway Christian.
We'll step away too.
To be honest, he probably would have been. Boy could sling it.
Yeah, quarterback from Conway Christian. Like I said, first thing I said, he throws it like a baseball player. Come to find out, he plays soccer.
What a waste. Unless he's going to college.
Man.
But even then, if he's not going to the U.S. national team, what a waste.
It's going to send us to the stripe, see if we can get that 60th point once again.
Sellers is obviously checking out his legs the other night.
Conway Christian was always solid at baseball when we played them back in the day.
So I never remember them. I remember what was Abundant Life was one.
Abundant Life was always all right.
But
Conway Christian called. They beat us. No, we come back and beat them my senior year, 6-5. Still looking for that 60th point.
I want to say that year they played us in the playoffs in 15. The quarterback that year was a kid who was a pitcher, and he had some scholarship offer. I can't remember his last name.
They had one that was really good that year at baseball. They said he was throwing in the the upper 80s. When I seen him pitch, he was not, but he was still throwing hard.
60-38.
Impressive.
It might have took us 10 games to get maybe even more than that to get the 60 points last year, Brennan.
Not even just the scoring, man. The defensive. I mean, when our girls want to play defense with this group, the starting group, they can fly, man.
Henry coming back in. I'd like to see her take another
three
shot.
I noticed the name on one of the Hermitage basketball boys, and Jordan Hammett would flip out, but it's Wilkerson. The Wilkersons were there when I was in school. This is the last one, Colton. Pretty good baseball players they used to be. The brothers were. Jordan got to coach them up.
Good shot right there by Henry.
I think it was Connor Wilkerson or something like that.
That little stop and pop mid-range is something we don't see a lot anymore, D-Wood.
Not at all, especially in girls basketball.
Yeah, everybody's firing like crazy from three.
So we had a great one last year with Dion, but we won't have that anymore. It's good to have Dion.
You know, Woody had a nice little mid-range shot.
Yeah. Nice.
She can score the basketball.
She can.
That's 8 for sure that I know of that I can remember off the top of my head. 2 threes in that one. May have more.
10. I think she's made a.
That's nice for just having depth.
That's coming off the
Something we
bench.
ain't had. We ain't had bench points from this girls' team in a while.
Wild shot. Minute 09 left. Here comes Evans. Evans looking to create something, going 5-on-1. Lost it.
See Williams coming in. Good defense. Get your hands up. A little body contact. Reddick getting ready to come back in.
There's more that's joined that conversation.
What conversation?
Somebody cutting me a check.
Conversation of the elites is what it looks like.
Boy, I'd love to be a fly on the wall. Rebound Lady Dragons, 55 seconds to go. 62-38.
Henry again. Good
Gets her on board. Up, in. If she wasn't double digits, she is now.
Good.
Nice touch. (64-38).
It's just a different attitude altogether with these girls.
Different demeanor. Good across pass.
Pull
Back
it.
to her.
Good look. Good pass.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Lady Hermits there. Just wasn't able to.
I'm selfish. I'm taking that shot.
Buzzer beater.
She hit the ball. How's that travel?
Could just let the second go out, you know.
Yeah. I ain't had a bad thing to say about these refs until now.
That's
What
ridiculous.
a terrible call.
That's going to bring this one to a close. Congratulations, Lady Dragons. We'll be back with the senior boys game in about 10. And we're back here with the senior boys, and we are ready. I'm Brennan Cup alongside me, Derek Rocket, Daniel Wood, Colton Sellers.
We ready.
And there is a new kid in town, a couple of them. Delonte Duff really stands out, sitting at about 6'5". That's a good-looking kid.
Hermitage got one just like it.
Wilkerson. We've had him for about 20 years. Duff will win the tip-off. Shanka Larry is going to run point this year. Briaye Hunter over there in the corner. We'll get to see him this year. And right off the bat, he's going to take a 3-ball. Strong. Duff misjumped it. Here comes Hermitage. Cedric Jackson giving chase. Going to shoot the 3-ball up and get a lot of air. Shaquenya Malone with the rebound. Here comes Shanka. Going to feed Big Duff down low. Let's see what he's about. Wilkerson with the block. Going to see Wilkerson take the 3. Uh-oh.
Butter.
Uh-oh. Money. And the football boys have had one practice under them, so all 5 starters are your basketball boys. You're going to see a lot of that this year. They're going to learn you don't leave that kid open. Shanka Larry for 3.
Hand down, man down.
Shanka really come in last year. Wasn't eligible the first half, you know.
Yeah,
But
wait till after December when he came in, man, it changed the game.
yeah, that's out of bounds.
Good D.
Cedric Jackson on the defense over in the corner. He gives you that stretch, that shooter. Really complimented Deion James and Lamontre well last year. If only we'd have had Big Duff last year, or Tolles. Can't force that though. Hermitage, 5-3.
Got to come to the ball if something else.
CJ.
So it took 10 seconds to get across.
I didn't think it was a 10.
No, it's shot clock.
I was about to say, I don't think
Shot
the
clock wasn't running.
Well, we'll give it back to Hermitage, so they did call it, I guess.
Yeah, they did. That's what tap ahead means.
Yep. Didn't think it took quite 10, do we?
Well, he was pointing at the clock, that's why I said that. But
I think he's pointing at the clock.
Duff picks it off. Gives it ahead to Briaye. Briaye over to Hunter. Hunter up, in. Gonna get the and one opportunity. I said Shanka Larry, he's gonna have a big year this year. Left it short.
Malone, good board. Larry could have pulled it, but he chose to go in.
Feeds it into Duff. Out 2.
CJ.
Good board by Briaye.
What's this? I thought it was been a. I think I'd let that one slide. I didn't really see it. It looked like they both had their hands on the ball pretty good.
Oh, they call a foul?
Yeah.
I didn't see much there, D-Wood.
I didn't either.
Thought they called a tie-up.
That's 2 on 11. I didn't like that call.
No, I didn't either. Over to Briaye. Set your feet. Knock it. Front iron.
That's one thing for Shanka, though. You got to be careful. You know,
Don't
being
reach.
aggressive on defense, but you can't take your chances.
Well, this year, running point, it's really, you cannot get in foul trouble.
That's the thing that kind of hurt the Dragons last year when Deion kind of had his foul trouble games. We're going to say it was tipped?
No chance.
Yep. But when Deion kind of got his foul trouble games, that's when the Dragons had their trouble, kind of like the Fordyce game in the district tournament.
Yep, absolutely. And Deion, he was a game changer for Junction last year, as you said. Five, 5:24 left here in the first quarter. Shanka's going to take that 3.
Boy, to start the year out, huh?
he's got a target, and it's the bottom of the net, buddy. He finds that target pretty often.
Speaking of Hankton, he's over there cheering on right now.
Nice move.
Shank is going to keep this one up. Left it short. Duff cleans it up. Going to get the and one opportunity. Where y'all see Hankton up?
Over there on that little group, court side. Across
Okay,
the
I
way.
see him. I see him. Duff at the line. Like I said, football boys just now got there. Have only had one practice. Been all basketball boys so far, as you would expect.
Good touch from the big man.
We're going to step away for 30. And it is Brie Hunter. Excuse me, Rachel, thank you. Same group here on the floor, 11-5, 4:50 left in the first quarter. Good defense by Cedric. Good board by Shanka. Going to hit Brie, running the floor. Come off a foot. And Brie is a junior this year. Big Wilt, short. Got Malone up in there.
Yeah.
Shanka's got 8 and Duff has the other 3, right?
Yeah, free throw and then the lay, yeah. Put back, actually.
Left that short.
Henry coming in for Malone.
Henry's another kid, man.
You just like to see play. All effort. He's going to make the plays that you don't see in the box score, but you're going to.
Absolutely.
Helps you win the game.
Just one of those kids.
Somebody stepped across early.
Lane violation. Cedric going to inbound. That's what I'm curious to see for Junction. Who's going to step up and be that other ball handler? Owens is the likely candidate. Hit line. Another familiar face on that bench, Corn Frazier. Left us this year.
He's in the right spot.
Yeah, we've said it. Banks it in.
Glass.
You know what? You'll take that.
You don't see that often from the corner.
Gets it ahead to Demarion Henry. Henry kicks it out to Brie. Wilk, that's his second block. Wilkerson.
Some lazy ball right there.
Yep, what you can't have, and you're going to see Taylor Owens checking this ball game. It's kind of what we saw that Union scrimmage, Derek. Good pass. Brie is going to take a seat. Taylor Owens is going to check in.
Side out right here. Next one's going to be free throws.
This kid throwing up in this trash can right here? Hits Hunter out there. Didn't get a good feed, but he's going to get it anyway. In and out. Good board by Duff. Duff looking to put it back up. He does.
Good touch by the big man.
That's what we've been lacking, fellas.
Uses his body well, too, kind of making contact.
Sophomore, Dewood. Sophomore. Kid's still got some growing to do. Taylor Owens immediately picks a guy off. He's going to take this all the way. Taylor Owens up and in. the senior.
That's somebody that has to step up big this year.
Owens, he has the tools. Didn't live up to his standards last year, and he'll tell you that. Kind of had an off-year shooting.
Which this year he's going to be on the ball a little bit more.
So maybe that's what it's going to take. Duff calling for it. CJ's going to take it himself, up and in.
Nice.
And I'm expecting a big year from Taylor. Taylor can shoot the three. More of a mental game last year.
And he's a really good on-ball defender.
Like you said, you had Lamontre and Dion, and then you had Shanka to shoot last year. You try to get it to them as much as possible.
That's a pretty good-looking shot.
So Cedric bringing it up, gets it over to Shanka. Shanka up and into D. Henry. Taylor looking to drive. Good pass. Duff left it short. Junction City ball, but that's one Duff's got to make. 17-13, high-scoring game already. It's going to bring in a kid I'm excited to watch, Decoria Clemens and Jabari White. Clemens, got to watch a little film on him and some AU ball. Kid can get it defensively. Jabari's going to come back off. Larry's going to take the mid-range. Back iron. Demarion Henry, hustle play. Clemens going to give it out to Owens. Owens, set shot. Strong. Football strong, fellas. Football strong. Like we said, one practice under the belt. He's got a pretty shot.
Yeah, he's got a real pretty shot.
Got to get out on him.
17-16. Gonna get a foul.
Foul over here when Shango's trying to pass the ball off.
Good to see that kid back as well. Jamarian Tolles back this year. Duff's going to take a seat.
That's another guy right there. You can get him down low, really battle. And also, he kind of has a nice touch on the outside.
He does. Get them feet set. Taylor Owens going to bring it up for Junction City. Going to hit Clemens in the corner. Clemens gives it to Shanka. Shanka up, short. Tolles gets his own board. Gives it to Larry. Larry back to Tolles.
Over the back foul.
Tolles sporting the brace. We all kind of collapsed on him in football last year. Kid tried to push through it. Ended up being an ACL. Missed the whole year, football and basketball, and was missed. First free throw is good. Second one a little strong, but Taylor Owens has the offensive board. Give it right back to Tolles. Tolles going to hit Clemens in the corner. Clemens going to bring it down to hit Larry. Larry. Woo!
That's another one, hand down, man down.
It's 11 for Larry. There's some of that defense by Clemens just coming out. I mean, right there, man, you can't.
Good pass.
Play right there.
Owens up.
Good
in.
finish by Owens.
Clemens letting them know it. That's what, I mean, it really stood out on film. And that's a kid that any coach would want, a defensive-heavy kid.
It's going to be Hermitage's ball. Well, never mind. Okay.
Thought it was out on us as well, D. Wood.
Well, numbers-wise, you had two Dragons going forward and one.
Now Larry's stepping in.
Not sure which Larry that is. Number 10, I have to look in just a second at the end of the quarter.
That's what happens when you got twins.
They can both hoop.
Yeah, didn't have either one of them last year, and man, they two kids that can get minutes too, and another one on this bench. Look at Clemens.
Clemens again.
Zamundre Gray will step in and play a role in this Dragons senior team. Got to see him last year. Good defense by Owens there. Once again, cannot leave that kid.
Has a pretty shot. Oh, that's a different kid. That's number 20.
20 was the one hit
20 and 24.
24 is the one that's hit two already.
Here comes Clemens. Stop, pop, in and out. Tolles, big offensive board, swatted away.
Wilkins got like 3 or 4 blocks.
That's where you got to be careful. Clemens a little too aggressive. Silly foul there.
Big down low for Hermitage. Just played a good game defensively.
Yeah. Hermitage has got some shooters, man.
Yeah.
You want to end this half on the, or this quarter on the right way here, though.
Yeah, I would have
Unless they're
kicked it
gonna
out
step
to
on
the
the line.
corner right there. 24's on hit too.
Yeah, he had it too, Derek. Got 2 seconds. Shanka's going to take this shot. Give it back to Talon. Talon up.
Good looking shot.
We're going to step away for a second. 23-19. Junction has the advantage. We're back here with second quarter action. Duff back in, Malone back in. This is your starting 5.
Corn having to fight for a seat down there.
Corner, let them know. Lorenzo Dixon also down there this year. Good to see. Brie. Whew.
Take a seat, young man.
That's what I would do to Dom if he'd ever come out here and hoop with me. Hunter.
Some people just ain't got that dog in them.
No, I've invited him for 2 years now. Kicks it out to CJ, back into Duff. Duff out to Brie.
Got a better pass right there.
Kicks it into Malone. Let Malone work. Over to Duff. Duff, go off the backboard.
Backboard, son.
Almost kind of wonder if he hurries it because he's worried about Wilkerson shot blocking.
Well, Wilkerson, he's got a couple of them already.
Out of bounds.
I didn't see it, but that's what the call was.
I didn't see it either.
CJ going to take it out. Over to Brie. Brie gets around his guy. Jump shot, pure.
Good mid-shot, mid-range
The junior.
shot.
Just looking before you got the ball there.
Very unathletic tap back by Brad Smith down there.
Junction has Dermont tomorrow night in that Fordyce tournament. You're going to find out just what you are. CJ kind of rushed that one.
New coach over there, Dermont.
Dermont's got a squad from what I've understood. Good strong move there. Basketball by 11. Kind of caught CJ off his feet there a little bit. Taylor going to check in for CJ. And Derek, CJ was one of your guys last year, man. He's got to play some big minutes this year.
He's got he's got all the right tools, really. Confidence was an issue, but he's got a really good ability to finish at the rim, and he's got kind of a bag offensively.
He can shoot, man.
You just got to see him open it up a little bit.
Good board by Talon.
That's another good-looking shot.
Talon already looks different from last year. One practice under his belt. Hunter. Didn't have a grip on that
That
one.
was Shanka, by the way.
I mean, yeah, Shanka. Hunter. Good hands.
Good hands. It's a thing for Shanka, too. The coaching he has kind of plays the same type of ball as Coach Larry.
Yep. Got to move forward, though. Get it into Big Duff. Duff going to kick it back out to Owens. Owens gets around his guy. Owens gets around another guy. Out to Hunter. Hunter.
He's bound to hit one of them soon.
Duff. There it is. Cleans it up. The big sophomore.
Feeling Duff's going to be a big advantage down low. You start playing the smaller teams. Guys that don't have a big guy to battle.
I'm curious to, I mean, they kind of got their big guy too. Kind of curious to see, like you said, man, I don't know.
What did you even just say?
I'm talking to myself. Confused myself.
No, you confused me.
Good defense by Owens. Levin plays hard, man, for them. I was trying to think of the bigs from Fordyce, what I was talking about at Duff a minute ago. Both of them are gone.
Yeah.
Be a good matchup.
There were some dogs, though.
They were. Hunter with the board. Well, that one kid especially, Carmelo Allen, man, he's just a athletic freak. Duff up, rushed it.
You got to take your time to finish those.
Hunter with the steal. Or Shanka with the steal.
Foul, we're going to call him one.
DeMarion going to check in for Duff.
Yeah, we've seen Duff he's probably left 6 points out there so far tonight.
And that's
just rushing it.
First game under his buddy looked really good that game.
Well, I mean, he's a sophomore too. You got to remember that.
Against Union, Derek, me and you were here in Sellers. Yeah. He looked really good. And he's going to look, I mean, first game. Coming off Thanksgiving break at that. Shanka, good pass. Henry.
Not ready for it. Kind of hard to the chest, but.
It was a firm pass, but it was perfectly placed.
Digwood, are we going to get Big Gary to a game this year?
You never know with Gary.
Did we ever see Gary again after his call out of Junction City? I don't remember.
No, he showed up after.
He showed up. He stayed away from the mic.
Big Wilkerson gets it poked away by DeMarion. I'd like to get a good lead and get some of these other football kids in here, D-Wood, see what they got. Only seen Clemens and Owen so far, left that one short. Shanka's going to come away with the board. Got a 5-on-1. Shanka's going to take it himself up and in. And one opportunity. 13 for Shank, I believe.
Yeah.
Tolles getting ready to come back in.
And Tolles. I still say Shank is going to have to average around 18 to 20 this year. Very capable, Dewood, very capable. Good board by Owens. Shank is slowing it down, gives it back to Owens in the corner, spot up three. Strong. DeMarion.
Wilkerson.
Is that 2 on Wilkerson?
We're going to find out soon. I think it is.
Pretty sure he got one earlier.
If he goes out, that's going to be
big for them.
Yeah.
Only, 3 kids on the bench?
First one. Terrible guy. Terrible job of keeping up with fouls, fellas.
Yeah. First game for us too, fella. Missed them both. Tolles, offensive board.
Another foul on Wilkerson. There's your second foul.
That'll be 2 on him, won't it, D-Wood?
I believe so. Or it could be 3. I can't remember.
That is his second. Gives it to Tolles. Tolles thought about it.
We're talking about Tolles has good touch.
Good. That's Jabari White in the game. Twelve was expecting that the whole way, kind of stepped back.
Taylor should have went ahead and laid that one up.
Yeah. 10-point advantage here for Junction. Jabari White. Good to see him out there after what I did to him on a Wall of Honor night out here on this gym.
Some people wouldn't show their face again. Shanka, 15 points in the first half so far, 3 minutes left to play. 4 minutes, really.
Yep. Don't reach there for tolls.
No need swiping right there. Just play good setup defense. That's something he'll learn as long as the season goes along now.
100%. Hadn't played basketball in a couple years.
100%. That's Derek's saying, not yours.
I like to tune in for him.
I appreciate it.
I don't get to say shot out of a cannon. Caleb gave me a complex on that. I didn't say it the whole second half of the season.
Good hand.
Taylor Owen shot out of a cannon.
He's going to dunk it, boys. No, he's not.
You got it in there, Brennan.
Taylor made sure I got it. We're going to take a break with him.
Hey.
33-19.
Little Bruno Mars action.
DeKyle and Hampton. They're both Larry twins out there. It is. DeCoria Clemens, Jabari White.
Which one's which, though, Brennan?
I have to look at it in a minute. I said I was going to do it a while ago.
Good defense.
One of the Larry
twins.
twins.
I'm going to say DeCory.
Gives it to his brother. Looking it up right now. Get the play-by-play, Derek. Or D. Wood won.
Derek's got it.
Well, all right.
Caleb's shot out of a cannon.
Good defense. Good hands by Clemens. It's going to be dragging ball.
DeCorius 10, Jacorius 5.
All right, Jacori's taking the ball out to Clemens. I want to see if Clemens does good at this point guard role.
He's going to have to this year. He's going to have to give DeKyle.
Mid-range.
Up and in.
Which one was that, Brennan?
I can't remember what I said. Corey.
I knew I was right.
.225 left in the half. 35-19 Dragons.
Pull it.
DeKyle and Hampton with the big board.
Help him. There you go.
Over to Clemens. Got Jabari White over in the corner.
He's got a good shot. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
When he moved up his freshman year.
Hit 3 of them.
Buddy,
Two,
ain't
three of
neither
them?
one of them twins scared to pull the trigger.
That was CJ. Never mind.
That boy ain't either.
I can see
They
why.
can shoot.
Need to bring him to Mount Union with us.
They got some shooters for sure. That
Some-
Hermitage squad.
That's what's keeping them in the game.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with this kid.
That's the one that was thrown up a while ago, wasn't it?
Well, stay down there, kid. I ain't got no more vacation.
Clemens bringing it up for the Dragons. 1:48 left here in the half. Jabari White, that was your shot. Got to take it. Clemens.
Ooh,
Good pass.
Good pass. That's 3 on Wilkerson now. Great pass by Clemens right there. That's a good find.
DeCory. He's had 3 on Wilkerson. That hurts Hermitage a lot.
They're going to keep him in, too.
Yeah, but 2 on the bench with the other kid sick. Good defense by Clemens. Got a little bit too much swiping.
A little too much reaching. I just can't get over it.
It should be free throws, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. 2 free throws.
2 shots.
Minute 27 left here in the half.
If you look down here at George right now, he's got his oldest son, Reagan, sitting right beside him. Just being friendly, holding him.
He's looking at deer pictures.
Yeah, just kind of put his arm around his son. And he's got Goose all the way at the end of the bench, just not even close to him.
It's sad. It really is.
And now he's throwing Coke bottles up here at us.
Gets the roll on the second. 12-point ball game. Clemens is going to bring it up for Junction. Buck 25 left in this one. Here we go in the half. Here we go. Clemens gets around his 2 guys. Euros.
Good drive.
Nobody was there.
Right here, 3 fouls on Wilkerson. I wouldn't mind you kind of go in.
Going right at him.
Tell you what, this Hermitage coach, he's got a heck of a job. He's coaching every single team.
Clemens with the steal. Here he comes. Jabari, 3 ball.
That's what it looked like in Wall of Honor.
Looking like football players out here right now.
Wasn't that bad.
What?
No.
Oh, you talking about Derek?
Yeah. Again, Goose tried to scoot down by his dad. He told him to scoot back down to the end of the bench.
Strong on the free throw. Missed them both. Still a 12-point advantage. Jabari going to bring this one up for Junction City, looking to get in that paint.
Really out of control. Going to get the blocking foul, though.
Sending to the line for 2.
Kind of got bailed out right there. Dribbling in there, out of control, kind of.
Taylor cut George's hair?
No.
You ought to suggest that. The back of that neck needs cleaned up.
That's pretty terrible. Somebody needs to make another suggestion on that mustache, too.
Jabari White with the free throw.
I don't know who that woman is on this screensaver.
Give Whitney a call. Jabari knocks them both down.
He's got Brennan on his home screen.
Smart man.
Cups lawn care.
So do I.
Good. Clemens.
Heads by Clemens.
Good dump off. You can already see it, man. 1 practice under his belt. Clemens is going to be a pretty good one. Just got to watch that right there. Clemens streaks out in front. Larry's going to hit him in stride. Too far. Back pass to Larry. Larry blows it.
Oh, man. That was nice.
Man, that'd have been what a look by Clemens.
Four seconds to go here. Hermitage, the strike for a pair. Like I said, 3 ball and free throws has really kept this, anything for Hermitage.
Yeah. Except for that free throw.
Cuts it down to 15. Clemens going to bring it up. You got 3 seconds on the clock. Going to put it up. Going to put it up. Clemens puts it up.
Like what I see for Clemens so far.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll be back in about 10.
100%.
We're back here with some second half actions. Dragons have the 15-point advantage going back to that starting 5. You'd like to see them take care of business early here, fellas. Got Dermont tomorrow night, Fordyce tournament. That's going to be a big challenge.
I kind of like how he's getting games in quickly, though, at this football season. Kind of get your guys into basketball shape a little bit quicker.
And by quickly, you mean
just
48 hours.
Yeah. But getting multiple games in, too.
Well, he had 7 kids already over there that he's been working with.
So
since,
he had a good kind of foundation right there with those kids.
Right.
I'm kind of a fan of letting some songs just play out.
Don't pick up any reach fouls here quick. Tried to dump it into Wilkerson. Nothing there. Malone and Duff had him.
I like the look, though, kind of trying to get something going down low with him. He ain't really got a touchdown low. He's hit that 1-3 at the beginning.
Comes Shank over to CJ. Shank over to Brie.
I tell you, man, that game Shank put on against Chapel, he came out hit like 7 threes. That's 4.
4 on Wilkerson. That was a clinic, wasn't it?
It was, man. That was impressive.
Put on a clinic in Fordyce, too.
29 or 31,
yeah.
wasn't it? That was the game we beat them in Fordyce, right?
Yeah, he hit 7 or 8 threes that game.
I thought y'all lost that one and should have won.
Oh, no,
That's
you might
right.
be right.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Was up 4 late. Had the kid that picked it off at half court slid from about that J to the end down there. Did not get the travel call, and that sparked their run.
Colton recruited that kid after seeing him slide.
Duff, 1 for 2 at the line. Like I said, Wilkerson had 4, going to have to take a seat.
That's when I'd be feeding 13 heavy.
Good.
I like the way they're getting their hands out. They're on 24 now. Not really giving him any opening. Travel right there, kind of. Might have could have got a little bit of a blocking foul right there on Malone, but I'll take the call.
Shanka bringing it up for Junction. Gives it over to CJ. Back to Shanka. Over to Brie. Shanka's going to take this shot, I would imagine. Back iron.
When Hunter starts
I'd like to see CJ take that shot.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of forced that one.
Right to Brie. Just kind of slung it in. Good work by Malone. Didn't get a hand
would have
on
liked
it,
to see him pass it down to Malone down low right there.
Work your big boys.
Especially when they ain't got the size out there on defense.
Malone, get out in the lane. Oh, say it hit the Hermitage player.
Up 16 here. I'd like to see a little run, finish this one off.
I was waiting on that
Shanka's
pass
take this
to come
one.
back.
Big shot.
Splash. That's 18.
Yep, 18 for him now.
With 6:12 to go in the third.
Fills it up quick. Good job getting your hand up right there, making it where he doesn't feel as comfortable.
Deep 3.
He's got range. Got some serious range. Brie take the mid-range. Good board by offensive board by Cedric. Up and in.
Like that.
Taylor Owens get ready to check in along with Clemens, Demarion, Zamundre.
And Tolles.
It's going to be a blocking foul on
swap right here.
CJ. And Tolles. Going to have a fresh 5 coming in. 19-point advantage. 5:22 to go here in the third.
You'd think that's probably all we're going to see out of that starting 5 tonight.
Yeah, like I said, with the game tomorrow. A lot of guys got to get their legs under them, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Travel
and these are meaningful minutes, too.
100%.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons he goes ahead and makes that whole platoon swap.
This kid kind of excited to see, too, Zamundre.
Kid can shoot as well.
Yeah, he can. Clemens going to take the 3-ball. Money.
Clemens could add that to the game that we've seen so far, man.
That's a bag.
That kid can stroke, too.
Yeah.
I think that's his
They got a
third
couple
one.
shooters.
Very high arcing shot,
Yeah.
too.
Real Pablos. Talon Owens bringing it up. Ooh. Feeds its toes down low. Gets a good look.
Very good pass.
Henry held it too long. They're going to pick up the foul. Great pass. D. Henry just didn't realize he was as open as he was. Good defense by Owens.
Good little step-through move right there.
Yeah.
Henry and Clemens both kind of got a hand on that ball.
Should the shot clock have reset right there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No
It just
possession
went
of the
from- it
ball.
went from 18 to 35.
Clemens tried to jump that pass.
You can't leave him open.
Got away with that one, D. Wood.
Yeah, he did.
Clemens pushing. Kind of got ahead of the basketball. Gets it out to Owens.
Good take.
Short. Good board by Tolles.
You just got to go up clean right there.
Like I said, just good swipe through by Owens. Clemens was wanting to push it, held it down. Stop and go,
Good
pass to
pass.
Tolles. This kid's impressive.
Very. He's a heck of a passer.
Good vision.
It's something you kind of needed after the loss of Dion.
Zamundre. Good board by D. Henry. Here goes Clemens again, pushing up, and didn't get the roll. You got a 3-on-1 break here for Hermitage. Talon Owens hustling back. Tolles did a good job of not fouling, but grabbed the net.
Yeah.
Kind of got it on his way down when he swiped down. Coach Larry going to ride this group. 2:55 here to go in the third.
51-32. Pretty comfortable lead right here. You kind of get your guys that ain't really been.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Got a deep group this year, Larry does.
Very.
Toll strong from the strike. Made him shoot that a little quicker than he wanted to. Wilkerson back in the game for Hermitage.
4 fouls on him. Go ahead and try to get him out the game.
I thought that was off Wilkerson, but
I thought it was, too.
seen a couple this game go our way, so a kid you just cannot lose in the corner.
You got lucky the last 2 shots.
Owens ahead to Clemens. Clemens got one guy with him. Good job using his body. Going to get the and one opportunity. It's going to bring on Larry. Larry checking in for Demarion Henry.
Decory, I'm pretty sure.
Left the free throw short. Going to get a swipe down. But they're going to get tolls.
Yeah, they're going to get tolls. Kind of tried to flip it up, but kind of came down with his elbow a little too much.
4 fouls also on number 11 for them.
That's a hustle player.
Wilkerson and 11, both with 4. One just got ahead of himself there, Derek. I'd like to see Gray get a shot up, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, we've seen.
I know what Gray can do with a basketball.
We've seen about everybody score tonight so far.
And to be the first game of the year, Derek, I'm impressed. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one thing you know that,
Clemens,
we talk about football
short.
shape versus basketball shape.
Well, Tolles coming in, got away with one right there. Could have got another foul.
This year's football team was in better shape than most, and they're looking good so far on the court.
Being in shape, football team was definitely in shape this year.
Yeah.
Owens all the way, dips it off to Larry. Good pass.
And we've seen some great passing all around.
Owens looks good tonight.
Seen Tolles drop a couple dimes. Owens has passed the ball well. Clemens has been very impressive passing the ball.
Like you said, it's a little different from last year.
Bailed him out right there. He got in there too low, got trapped.
Well, it was kind of Deion or bust, as far as taking care of the basketball.
You got a lot of depth this year. Jeremiah King stepping on. Tolles going to come off. Jabari.
It's going to be interesting to see how that goes whenever you hit conference play. Teams that kind of seen you before. Let's see how they kind of handle a shank of who steps up. Will be your guy that kind of helps take the ball out of his hand when need be.
Yeah. So far, Clemens and Taylor look like those guys.
They would. Taylor, like we said, we talked about it. He kind of had like a little bit of an off year last year.
And it may have been because Jeremiah King up and in. May have been because you had
good ball movement.
Trying to get the ball to Trey and Dion.
Yeah.
A lot of unselfish play.
Yeah.
Taylor's an unselfish player, so I mean this is a year that Taylor's going to be relied on as a shooter as well. So,
and we talked about CJ.
Did he get it?
We talked about CJ as well. He's going to have to step up and take a couple of those shots this year.
Yep, he is.
Well, we talked about Dion last year because he's such a pure point guard. He wants to share the ball. He wants to move the ball around, play defense. We would have loved to see him take some more shots because when he did, buddy, it was butter.
Had the clock running for a second. I was trying to figure out what's going on. 57-32. Wilkerson misses them both. Up and in.
20 has played a heck of a ball game tonight for Hermitage.
He has. Here comes Gray. Kick it over to Larry. Larry and Jeremiah King strong. A 23-point lead. Zamundre comes away with the board, 25 seconds. Zamundre looking to take this one all the way, and he does. (59-34). Like I said, tomorrow night you're going to have a team that's just as athletic as you, so a different look for Junction City tomorrow night. You're going to find out just what you're about early.
I wish there'd be a way to watch that one. I'm going to make it.
23-point advantage here to close out the third. Ready for some fourth quarter action. DeKyle and Hampton on the court. Both Larry twins, Brie, CJ. Your five out there for Junction City. think you're going to see a lot of DeKyle Hampton as this season progresses. Sits at about 6'2". Good-looking kid. Got to get the basketball legs on him.
A lot of size on his team compared to the last couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. And you lost Banks, and that would have been another 6'2" body.
Yeah, really and truly, your only size you had was
Banks
size was Jay Key.
Yeah.
Really the year before.
Yep.
Jay Key was putting up monster numbers at South Park.
Shout out to Key.
Yeah, balling.
You knew he had it in him, man.
He did. He just kind of had to flip that switch. Kid right here, it looked effortlessly just could score at any moment. He just kind of never really
took off. He had a game or two where he did, and then he would. Wilkerson using his body to get down low. 21-point lead for the Dragons.
Which he was another player that kind of was a majority of the time ball handler situation, so he's got to try to include his other teammates.
Yep. And that plays a part in a lot of these kids' role, man. You try to. Good shot.
They try to stick to their role.
Larry. I said Key's leading that JUCO division scoring.
61-38. I mean, the thing is, too, with this bench, there's no let-up, really and truly.
No. That's what Larry told us. He said we're deep this year.
I mean, even the guys are going to be getting garbage time. It's not going to be.
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be seeing some scores get on up there just because it's not really that big of a drop-off.
And that's without Grimes playing, and like we said, Banks went down with the injury.
I'm going to see what I can do. God, I'd love to see Dom out there. Him and Clemens on defense together would be.
We're going to have a talk with old Grimes.
Oh.
Need to play him for it, Brennan.
Pay? Or
play him. Play him for it.
He won't shoot with
He's
me.
already been paying them, guys. That's under the table, though.
Brie comes up short on that jumper. Leaves their sniper open.
Man.
And lives up to the height.
Boy, they got some shooters.
20
and 24 can stroke.
We'll step away for 30 seconds. We're back here.
Missed down some Shakira just a minute ago, Brennan.
Gentry knew what he was doing.
It's a heck of a halftime performance between her and J-Lo. She definitely stole the show that night.
Uh-oh.
Here comes CJ. 6:15 left in the ball game. Deflected out of bounds.
They kind of scared the ball over. It wasn't really close to him in the stands, really reacting.
No, I'd like to see Montre catch it and shoot it.
Just one last time.
But that's one thing I kind of miss about the old gym. You'd have people that literally were right there on the floor. People would put it, they'd shoot it up real quick.
Yeah.
They got it.
DeKyle Hampton, mid-range,
There
money.
it is.
I don't know if we got a player on the roster that ain't scored tonight, Brennan.
We don't.
I think DK was the last one.
D. Henry scored, didn't he?
Had both the.
I know he missed a layup, but I thought he got one.
I think he did get a putback.
Be the only one. If there was one, that's the only one I can think of. Mid-range again, Hampton, money.
You can add that in there, man. It's going to be.
(65-43) cross court to 11. Tell you what, Hermitage is going to play some teams this year. DeKyle picks it off, gets it head to Zamundre. Zamundre takes it himself up and in.
Kind of uses his body to shield well right there. Make sure he doesn't get that block.
This Hermitage team is going to put up some points against some teams.
Especially the shooting they have.
They do. They got some shooting, man.
The shooting and the size they have down low.
They play hard.
Look at this. Ooh.
Here comes DeKyle Hampton bringing the ball up. Gives it over to Brie. Brie corner to Larry. Larry, money. Woo, D-Wood.
Shooter shoot.
70 burger here for the first game with 5 left.
We might touch 80 in the very first game. That's impressive considering.
Jabari White checking in for Brie.
What you say? I mean, you might not have the star talent like you had with Dion and Montre last year, but the depth-wise, that could be a big factor.
Yeah.
Dude, they're all solid. I mean, it ain't like we got kids that can play basketball.
That's Hampton's spot right there.
Butter
3 in a
right
row
there,
for him. Kylan Hampton with 6 quick ones.
29-point lead.
Like I said, if you're wondering why Junction didn't empty the bench, it's emptied. Like I said, all these kids that are out there,
They can hoop.
They probably will not be there at the end, but I mean, like I said, we've got 1 practice under our belts. There's no drop off.
Good pass.
That was a great pass.
Wilkerson lays it up and in. Zamundre bringing it up, 4 to go here in this one. Jabari, like to see him take that shot. Unselfish, trying to throw it across court. 11 jumped it. Like to see Jabari take that shot. Nah, he can't make that pass. Jabari gets it anyway. He is going to take that one. Short to Kylan Hampton, offensive board. He's going to take the mid-range.
A little bit deeper. Oof.
A little too deep for him, D-Wood, for right now.
Good.
He's been money.
A little strong.
That was a little too short for him, Derek. He's been out at that 10, 12 foot.
Yeah, I was about
Good
to say
hands.
10 foot is butter.
Gotta be careful there. Good swat. Wilkerson gets his own board, puts it in. 3:15 to go here. I'd like to see an 80-piece, D-Wood. Get greedy.
I'd like to see it, but
Jabari gonna set Zamundre strong.
Yeah, buddy, that almost rolled in.
3 to go here in this one. Like we said, no streaming tomorrow night. We'll be in Fordyce. Trying to get the Tommy brothers to roll out there with me. If they're there, I'll be there. Jeremiah King going to come back in for Junction. So he's taking a seat. I think he's going to get to Kylan. You got to ease DK into it. He really used them legs a lot in football the last few weeks. Get him in basketball shape.
Took a big hit in the
He did.
Christian game, too. A low tackle.
Zamundre bringing it up. Splits a couple defenders, kicks it out. King from the corner. Splits a couple. Lays it up
Hey,
and
okay.
in.
Over the big fella.
Jeremiah King. You look at Dom over there, D-Wood. That's a man that looks like he wants to get out there on the court with his boys.
He needs to be.
Good strip by Jabari. Going to get a tie up with Zamundre.
Hermitage ball.
2:13 left. 74-47. Like I said, everybody has scored for Junction tonight. 15 guys, is that right? Is that what we rolled out with tonight?
Yeah, you got 15 guys on the stat sheet. That's impressive.
Good ball fake right there. Wilkerson, he's got a great touch for
Yeah, no, he's a hooper. Like Brendan said, this Hermitage team is going to win some games this year and put up some big numbers.
They've already played 5 or 6 games, too. I'd have to go back and look. I know Dermott beat them pretty good, but, I mean, Dermott's similar to us. Jabari just kind of throw it up there and got it blocked. I believe Dermott played us last year and shelled us pretty good.
And Dermott, too.
Yeah. Pieced us up pretty good. Zamundre all the way, short. Minute 30 to go here in this one. Ain't going to get that 80-piece, D-Wood.
Doesn't look like it, not unless you get some quick threes.
No foul. It's a tie-up, Junction ball.
Jump ball, Dragon's ball. Dragon's ball.
Dragon.
Shout out to Colton Sellers to come up here and run the camera since George Williams is not a man of his word.
Absolutely exceptional job done by Colton.
You should see the pictures of the women that George is liking the pictures of right now.
Is that Tinder?
Swiped right then. Oh, my goodness.
That was a guy.
Jabari from the corner. Money. One more,
Buddy.
D-Wood.
Buddy.
I tried to tell you.
One more, D-Wood. Make it that 80 burger. I said Dermott put up 90. Good closeout by Jabari there. Larry coming away with the block. Wilkerson
It's okay.
right there.
We'll live with it. We'll live with it. We're trying to get down here and hit a 3 for 80.
Jabari said he is the man for that job, but Zamundre
Said, nah,
takes it
give
from him.
here.
Give it back to him. He's ready.
He's probably going to tell him to hold on to it. That's the way Coach Larry is.
This is the second time Larry's done this to us, D-Wood, in this gym. Exceptional job done by Junction City tonight. 77-51. Should be the final. Junction just going to milk the clock here and take the violation. 14 seconds to go for Hermitage. All around effort tonight, fellas. All around. You got the steal. Here we go, D-Wood. 7 seconds. Jeremiah King. He's got it. On the floor. Hustle. Zamundre comes away with it. 77-51 for the final. We'll see y'all at the next home game.